everybody, Jeff, your executive gardener. I'm coming to you from my lab. This is my office where I do a lot of my regular work, but it's also where I start seeds. So I get a lot of emails from my subscribers and messages, and they say, I'm from the Northeast or I'm from the North, and the whole Texas gardening, the Southern gardening thing really has got me messed up. So in the spring and in the fall is generally the best time to grow peppers and tomatoes. The peppers will actually do all right in the summer. The heat will kill off the tomatoes, and I've talked about that before. So the focus of this episode, and as odd as it is for people in zones 3 through 7 to hear this, this week is the time when you should be starting your indoor seeds for pepper plants, okay? Most people, when they see pepper plants, they read the little tag at Lowe's or Home Depot, and it says, you know, give it 60 to 90 days to get peppers or to get them before they're fully ripe. That's 60 to 90 days after a plant is transplanted into the ground, okay? If you're starting from seeds, which you should all be doing to ensure best germination and to ensure you're growing the peppers that you want, not the store that wants to sell you that particular brand, like banana peppers and bell peppers. But if you want truly great peppers, like shishito peppers, like Mohawk peppers, like Jimmy Nardello peppers, like jalapeno peppers, and you want to know how the nutrients are controlled and going into them, you got to start your own seeds. So in this episode, I'm going to show you what I do to start seeds so I can transplant those seeds that are seedlings in mid-September, so I have a bumper crop here in the fall season. For me, again, which is the best season for gardening in Texas. So this is applicable if you live in any of the southern states. Start your seeds this week indoors. I'm going to show you what I use here, and it works great for me, gives me maximum germination, and allows me to grow what I want from seed. So stay tuned, let me show you. All right, so here we go. Let's start with, everybody needs something to plant their seeds in. So you've heard it 1,000 times from me. I travel every single week. So what I have here is the Orta kitchen starter. I'll put a link in the box, and this to me is the best way to start seeds, okay? In there I have some basic planting seed starting mix, okay? And the great thing about this is that you can be gone 8-9 days and it waters itself. So it's a clay pot. It's got a reservoir that keeps about half a gallon of water in there and a cork, and you simply fill it up, and the water goes through the clay walls and into the soil. So when you're doing this, and whether you use a regular plastic trays or you use this, you want to do, when you use the seed starting mix or a peat type mix, make sure you moisten it before you put the peat moss into each individual cell. So as you see here, I basically have 12 different cells, and what I'm growing in each of these, I have, I'm going to grow, if you've seen my previous episodes, I have sold these seeds to our members, so I'll show you how well they germinate. I have basically 2 Jimmy Nardello plants I'm going to grow, 2 shishito pepper plants I'm going to grow, and I have about 7 Mohawk dwarf peppers. You've heard me talk about the Mohawk dwarf pepper before. It's a really good pepper. It gets orange in size. It's on a compact 8-inch plant. So you've seen my green stalk garden. I'm going to plant that thing packed full with dwarf Mohawk peppers. They're excellent sweet peppers. If you live in an area, in an apartment or a condo, or if you don't have a lot of room, you need to get the Mohawk dwarf peppers. You can buy some seeds from me, or just go online to eBay and find Mohawk peppers. They're a little bit hard to find. Most of them come from the United Kingdom, but excellent sweet peppers. And of course, you've heard me rave about the Jimmy Nardello and the shishito peppers, both brilliant red, sweet cooking peppers or eating fresh. So that's the first thing you need, is a seed starting medium. Make sure you label your seeds, and you'll need some type of a container. Again, I prefer this, the Orta kitchen starter. Works very well, and you can leave your plants in there for a pretty long time. The cell's pretty deep. It's about 2 or 3 inches per cell, and When you plant your pepper seeds, you want to go about 1/4 inch deep into the soil. That's it, okay? And for each little cell, I plant 2 seeds, okay, in case one doesn't work, and I pick the strongest. So another thing that you'll need when you're growing pepper plants, whether it's hot peppers or sweet peppers, is a mat. This is a heating mat. You plug it in, obviously, and it keeps the about 70 to 80 degrees underneath that. Peppers need warm soil to germinate. A lot of people try growing peppers. They don't have a lot of success. The peppers, it takes about sometimes 10 to 12 days for pepper seeds to start to germinate, okay? So they take a lot longer than tomato plants. Don't give up on them, but you need a heat mat, okay? And that heat mat will help better germination and give you 50% germination rate if you just do that. So that's what I do, okay? I put that Orta kitchen starter on that heat mat. It's nice and warm, and that stays like that. Now you also need a source of light. So I bought this from Gardener's Supply Company, okay? I don't get paid by them, I don't endorse them, but I love this contraption. So if you look in here, there's 2 lights under there, okay? There's a lid, and the greatest thing about this is this goes up and down, okay? So you can raise it and lower it based on the size of your plants. As the seedlings start to grow, you can raise it or lower it. Now while you're doing this, you also need a timer. Very important, okay? A basic timer. Don't get any fancy digital one. Just get this manual one. Looks like this. You can get it at any Lowe's or Home Depot. When you grow pepper plants, you should have the light on for at least the seedlings 10 hours a day, and then shut it off at night. Give the pepper seedlings time without the light. Turn it on, turn it off. This thing turns on and off every day without me doing anything. I could be traveling, I could be on the road, and it works just beautifully. So again, as odd as it may seem, this is all you need to start peppers. If you don't want to buy all these type of things, you can get a shop light at Home Depot, okay? You can use a plastic tray, seed cell trays, but make sure you get a container underneath it to keep the water. But you definitely need a heating mat, okay? That will help your germination tremendously, okay? And I like this method, as I said before, because it allows me to travel, and I have to be here, and I'm going to be gone a lot this upcoming months of July. So many of you, my subscribers, to all my contests with my daughter, she's sent you seeds. You'll see these seeds germinate just like your seeds germinate. I'm going to have a fabulous fall pepper season. In a few, 2, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, I'm going to be amending my soil in my green stalk garden and in my garden. I'll show you how to do that, but keep in mind, you got to start pepper plants at least 10 to 12 weeks indoors before you transplant them. That allows you, if you're living in the South, again, Mississippi, Arkansas, Florida, Louisiana, Texas, Southern California, you got to start them indoors, okay? Or what you'll be settled and left with is what Home Depot has, or Lowe's, or your local garden center. So go out, find yourself some new seeds, some different ones you haven't tried before. I'd recommend the Mohawk, the Jimmy Nardello, and the Shishito sweet peppers, all sweet peppers, and get your seeds started indoors. It is July 4th in the United States. Wishing everybody in the United States a very happy and safe July 4th. Until next time, Jeff, your executive gardener. Bye for now.